today's exercise is the reverse cut. That is a cut going from left to right. Okay, cut number 2 in broadsword, reverso, squalembrato, reverso in Italian. Now, conventionally, if you really want to do this cut, ideally you are right leg forward so you can triangle step out to the left. So in silver, that might be starting in true garden and cutting like that. So an exact mirror image of how I do the downright blow, strike and play out, strike and play out. That is a useful thing to do, okay? If you are silverite, you can try it from garden. You can also try it from open fight with your sword foot forward, because that feels a little different to open with sword foot back. If you're a broadsworder, engage your Pell on the inside guard, attack on a traverse out to the wide, and then immediately correct back. Okay, so ideally you would be left leg back so you can step forward and left with your left leg. There are times, however, when you're not going to be doing that. Okay, so in silver I'm more likely to be sword foot back in open ward, and if I want to strike to the reverse side, I have a bit of an issue. So if I try and do this stepping left with my left leg, I'm not going to make the distance on a short step. It's just not going to happen. And if I always swap feet before I do it, that's going to be a giveaway. So I want to look at some silver specific ways of doing this, okay? So from open foot, sword foot back, the way I do it is I step forward and left across the line this way with my left leg. Note that this toe is pointing in the direction that it's stepping in order for my knee to be able to bend and take that weight. I would then immediately swivel on the ball of the foot and step back with my left leg. Okay? So my right leg comes forward and left, strikes, recovers, back out of distance. That looks more awkward than it actually is. If you just do it at speed, it feels fine. Okay, perfectly natural. Now the context of that is usually that I've started this extension, drawn a parry on this side, and then I want to turn it over, step this way while cutting this way as part of some compound action. That's the context in which it's usually used. Okay? There is an alternative that you can do, which is actually, it works with longsword, and it's actually drawn from the English longsword material as far as the footwork goes, and this is another alternative that you can practice. From my sword foot back stance here, I take my left leg wide to the left and then step forward. Okay, so I'm doing, and my longsword students will recognize this, 1, 2. Okay, now this action here can be part of a feint because it looks like I'm making a committed blow on this side. Well, I'm in fact going, if anything, backwards a little bit. So you can often draw a parry on this side and then strike on that second step. Or it can simply be a preparatory motion followed by the cut. Or you can even do it as a little gathering step forward and left if you need to make a little bit more distance. But the key step is 1, 2. Okay, so we're stepping straight forward with that foot while cutting in a reverse line just off vertical to the outside. So once more, back, cut. So 3 options, and as I say, that works with a longsword. So even sword foot back with the sword on my right shoulder, I can go 1, 2, and that does not twist my back in a really horrible way, the same way I would if I was trying to do, that's just awful. Okay, but with a longsword, 1, 2, because that second step is straightforward, I'm not twisting my back, and I can make a nice tight reverse cut. So, 3 things to practice for the next couple of days, as well as keeping up your downright blow. Reverse cut from a right leg forward position, triangle stepping out to the left. From a left leg forward position, cross stepping to the right to make the reverse cut, then turning, swiveling and stepping out. And finally, what we, thanks to Lauren, we now know is called a box step. 1, 2, stepping back and left, then straight in, okay, in order to get to the outside line and deliver the reverse cut. That's your exercise.